Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel and blog. I'm Jenny Hall. Thanks for joining me for another card making tutorial. Today I have an easy card I did to share with you. I'm going to stamp with Jar of Love stamp set, Everyday Jars framelits dies, and Layered Leaves embossing folder. This is one of the new special embossing folders that is called a dynamic folder, and it makes a 3D image. I have already off camera embossed a piece of vellum, and I'm going to add some Wink Stella to the raised portions of the vellum. It's not something that's going to show up very bright, but the Wink Stella lends a nice sheen to the embossed area whenever it's seen in the right light. For the jar, I'm stamping with Pool Party ink, and I would like to use a second generation of ink. I want the jar to be a nice focal point on the card, however I don't want it to be very bright and bold. I would like the jar to kind of fade back in and be part of the program, but not steal the show. The same thing you're going to go with the flowers. I've chosen the two little flowers that are a pair, and this is a layering stamp set, and I've got two different generations of Sweet Sugar Plum ink. For the bottom base layer, I've got just the ink, but for the detailed top layer, I'm doing white embossing. Here I'm using the Big Shot die cut machine to cut everything out that will go on the front of the card. I would like to put a piece of backing behind the vellum. So to get that vellum to stay in place, I'm going to add a piece of snail adhesive down to the cardstock and fold the vellum over about 1/4 inch. This is enough to keep the vellum secure, and since I am putting the adhesive on the back of the vellum, or I should say on the back of the cardstock, it's not going to show through on the front. Any adhesive that you put behind vellum will show to the front. Snail adhesive has a bit of a blue color to it, and believe me, I have tried, that blue does show through. Here is the lighter of the two jars that I stamped off earlier, and I'm going to make it appear as if there are flowers that are being spilled out of the jar. I chose to make sure that I had two different shades of the same color of flowers, so that the flowers that are supposed to be lighter are further away. The sentiment is from the same stamp set. I'm stamping it in Smoky Slate ink to kind of go with the nice calm color scheme. The mini gold sequin trim has the cutest little sequins, and I love to use them. I'm finding all sorts of uses in my card making, so I'm using them here to kind of be a little bit of an interest to draw the eye up around to the top of the card. For the inside of the card, I'm using one of the stamps from Jar of Love. It looks a little bit like a fern or a wheat, and I'm using different generations of the same ink as well. I'm going to apply this down with a little bit of liquid glue on all of the different little pressure points. On the back of the card, I'm going to stamp a hallmark that's from Crafting. It's a new stamp set that is in the annual catalog. Thanks for joining me for a card making tutorial. Please click the video description below by hitting the word that says Show More, and that will give you direct links for shopping, or visit my blog at jennystampsup.com and click on Shop Now. Thanks for joining me for this tutorial. I'll see you next time.
Hi, my name is Trip. Thanks for watching the video. See you next time.